So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. There is a Bible verse that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Now this is not theology class, but how else can we explain that of all the nicknames in the world, of all the aliases to go by, and of all the handles to be known for, Benjamin Best, who stands accused of killing his girlfriend in cold blood, chose to go by the Instagram name Killer Boy. 26-year-old Benjamin Best, aka Killer Boy, is a very known Lagos big boy. Young money goals, expensive designer outfits, vacations abroad, flying private jets, and constantly showing off on social media. Killer Boy was certainly living life on the fast lane. Seeing the overtly show of luxury life constantly displayed by Killer Boy, one would think that he's perhaps a very successful athlete or some A-list music artist, or perhaps he comes from money, a rich kid of an Arab billionaire. But no, Killer Boy is none of this. His job, his occupation, his source of income were sketchy and somewhat undefined. Despite Killer Boy claims that he is a successful punter who bets and makes big wins from these betting companies, a lot of people were still skeptical and wondered if that alone was sufficient to fund his extremely flamboyant lifestyle, as though confirming the suspicion of many. Only 3 years ago, when Killer Boy was 23 years, he was arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, for fraud-related activities. He was traced and picked up at a hotel somewhere in Umuahia of Abia State. He was accused of using a stolen card to carry out a 150 million naira POS transaction. But surprisingly, that case was swept under the carpet. We didn't see the end of it. There were no trials, no prosecution, and it causes me to wonder, assuming that fraud case was pursued to the letter, perhaps what has just happened will have been averted. So once again, Killer Boy was out there, living his life and doing his thing, basking in flamboyant living, expensive cars, dual citizenships, and young men will constantly flood his Instagram page, dropping comments like, boss, I halo, baba, show us the way. Shortly after Killer Boy's arrest and the whole episode with the EFCC, he met Augusta, beautiful young woman with a penchant for luxury, glitz, glams, glow, show, spotlights, and the finest things of life.
Baby girl, you're so fine, I can't get you off my mind. Ooh girl, nah nah, ooh girl, nah nah. Baby girl, don't need to flex, dance to the rhythm and you do all the rest. Ooh girl, nah.
Her elder brother recently took to social media to describe the kind of person his sister was. He said that Augusta had always wanted to be an actress, but when that dream couldn't come true, she had to settle for being an Instagram influencer. He recounted fond memories of how they would both go to the thrift market at Yaba and pick up used clothes from the floor, and how Augusta would transform those clothes on her body, making it look so pricey and elegant. She was that person who had a naturally bubbly, fun, boisterous, and upbeat personality. When Augusta was only 19, she met and started dating Killer Boy, and it was a dream come true for her. He exposed her to the luxurious side of life. They were constantly taking vacations abroad, Maldives, Seychelles, Nairobi. He spoiled her with expensive gifts, fine wine, designer clothes. They were living the fast life, and they didn't spare a second to take to social media to flaunt pictures of themselves living their best lives. Augusta will very frequently posts sultry pictures of herself, scantily dressed, and he was always there to drop endearing comments for his woman. So on this fateful day, the 12th of July, 2023 precisely, Augusta's family hadn't heard from her in days. They had tried calling her, tried contacting her, tried reaching her, to no avail. So her mother had to reach out to her friend, who in turn directed her to check up on Augusta at Killer Boy's house. When she got there, the gate was locked. She knocked and knocked and banged and called out, and nobody was answering. Her mom had to immediately alert the police on her daughter's disappearance. With the order of the DPO, men of the Nigerian police force immediately stormed the apartment of Killer Boy. After knocking and knocking with no response, they had no other choice but to gain access and entrance into his house using a ladder through the fence. And when they got in, they were greeted with the decomposing body of Augusta lying lifeless on the floor. Now, according to some sources, they claimed that when Augusta's body was discovered in Killer Boy's house, it was badly mutilated and desecrated. They claimed that some vital organs of her body were taken, were removed, were harvested by Killer Boy, suggesting that he perhaps used her for some kind of money-making ritual. And of course, at that point, Killer Boy had fled the scene, disappeared into thin air, nowhere to be found. Few days after this very shocking discovery was made, Benjamin has now taken to social media to confess his crimes. Through his Instagram stories, he had this to say: "Woman was finally the end of you, Benjamin Best. Woman, oh woman, woman has ended me. Woman, woman, woman. I got into an argument with my girlfriend, tagging her, which fight I mistakenly stabbed her and ran away out of fear, and have been suicidal since then. I intend to end my life now because I have lost the one I cherish so much. I want to do the right thing and turn myself in. I will gladly die by paying with my life now. I have failed myself, I have failed my mom, I have failed my family. Oh Lord, I cannot believe this. I can't live with this guilt. I am going crazy. Nothing to kind again, and I will say nothing but the truth, all from the beginning to what brought us here. I ruined my life at the age of 26. Oh my God, I am going crazy. I want to die. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. I need help. I need help. I need help." Whew. He also shared a message that he wrote to Augusta's mom, apologizing for killing her daughter, saying that Augusta surely didn't deserve to die by his own hands. Now, true, this young man, Killer Boy, has admitted to the crime. That is some very strong evidence. I do not know whether he had a word with a lawyer before he took this action, because trust me, this right here is a prosecutor's delight. So he has confessed to killing her, but he added that this was done in the heat of the moment, at the height of rage, under intense provocation. He claims that it was neither premeditated murder nor was it ritual killing. He nursed no intention at all to end the life of Augusta, but rather in the course of a heated argument, emotions went high and he took a knife, stabbed her and killed her. He says that he loves her so much and didn't mean to end her life. Now, a lot of people are not buying this one single bit. They're not buying it at all. They contend, they insist that this boy is an internet fraudster, popularly known as Yahoo Boy, and that these Yahoo Boys are constantly in the practice of sacrificing human life, human blood, to seek success in their illicit and illegitimate business. Couldn't fathom the excuse that the girl that you have dated for almost 3 years, you were in an argument with her and you suddenly stabbed her to death. You didn't even hit her with your hands. You didn't walk out, you didn't yell, you didn't fight. You drove a knife straight into her chest or her stomach. Like, they couldn't comprehend that level of rage. They insist that this boy is a killer. He is a ritualist, and he has used that girl's life to renew his wealth, his unexplained wealth, at only age 26. Now, on the other hand, some other people believe him entirely. To them, all amounts of evil can come out of a toxic relationship. Do not underestimate the evil in a toxic relationship. They were like, no, not everything is yahoo yahoo. These days, every little thing, every single thing is termed as yahoo yahoo. So bad that if a reckless driver hits someone or hits a child, before anybody can bat an eyelid, people have gathered around that reckless driver, beaten or lynched him to death, claiming that he's a yahoo yahoo man or yahoo yahoo boy, and has used the lives of those people to renew his wealth. So right now, everything is yahoo yahoo, and this other set of people are not agreeing to it. They believe that these two were in a very toxic surface relationship driven by lust, greed, quest for material things, and famine. There was nothing like love between them. This man wanted a flashy woman that he can show off in public and to his friends, while this girl wanted the man who will spoil her and provide her with all her financial needs. It was purely a 100% toxic relationship, and that they have been fighting so much in that relationship, and that day it was just the last straw that broke the camel's back. It is their belief that this is not the first time that physical aggression is going on between these two money intoxicated young adults, that they must have been threatening to hit themselves, and in fact hitting themselves, verbally abusing themselves, physically abusing themselves, and that day they both ran out of luck and it led to death. That is their belief. So what do you think, guys, in this case? Do you go with the people that believe that Killer Boy premeditated the murder of his girlfriend and killed her for ritual purposes? Or do you go with the other side that believe that this was just an unfortunate death that was born from a toxic relationship? Do drop your opinion and comments down in the comment section. It's pretty shocking that a lot of people have gone ahead to criticize this girl, the late Augusta, blaming her for living a very reckless life. No education, no real jobs, coming to social media, flaunting her half-naked self all the time, going after men whose sources of income are not verifiable. They were like, how exactly did she think that all of this was going to end? They were like, take a look at her social media accounts. You go there, you see for booking, DM me. What booking? What exactly do you do? Are you a musician? Are you a comedian? What is the booking about? And then your name has an XX on it. They contend that this girl was a wayward and loose girl and got exactly what comes to women that embrace that kind of lifestyle. But on the other hand, some other people ask, why victim blaming? How can somebody take the life of another person illegally and you believe that the blame should be going to the victim, not to the perpetrator? So what if she was that? Does anybody deserve to have their life cut short so prematurely in their prime? Not even prostitutes deserve that. They're completely opposed to the idea of blaming Augusta for the fate that befell her. What also do you think in the comment section? Do you think that she has any blame in all of this? Or do you think that Killer Boy has all the blame? Do let me know your thoughts, exactly how you feel, down in the comments. This sad story is a story of two young people who completely disregarded all early warning signs. It is a story of two young people who had a desire to live a life of affluence, life on the fast lane at whatever cost it took. It is the story of action and consequences. And I do hope that somehow, in this very sad situation, everyone has learned a thing or two from this story. Do share your learning points down in the comment section. Before we wrap up this video, it is important to mention that up until now that this video is being shot, Killer Boy has neither been found or arrested, nor has he turned himself in as promised. Rather, he has continued posting on social media, insisting that he is a good person, saying that this narrative of ritual killing is not helping him at all, and apologizing for what he has done. He stands by his story that they had issues on the 11th of July, and they had both agreed that they were going to meet up on the 12th to iron out their issues. A move that he had described as a very big mistake. He said that when they met on the 12th, instead of the issues to be resolved, it even further got aggravated, and they got into a very, very fierce fight. One thing led to the other, and he killed her. That is the story that Killer Boy still stands on. But one thing is for sure, the truth never stays hidden forever. The police will run their investigations. An autopsy would possibly be carried out to determine whether any of her vital parts were removed or tampered with. Only then will we know if it was ritual killing or if it was provocated manslaughter. But in any case, 2 lives, 2 young lives have certainly gone to waste. To let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section. So guys, we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here or if you're yet to subscribe, don't forget to hit the subscribe icon, turn on your bell notifications, give this video a big thumbs up, and drop all your feelings down in the comment section. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.